everyone, so today we are going to talk about society. Society refers to the large, independent, and organized group of people living in the same territory and sharing a common culture and heritage. Society may be defined as the permanent union of men who are united by modes of behavior that are demanded by some common end, value, or interest. Pag sinabi natin society, ito ay tumutukoy sa group of people where those people live in the same territory and those people that is living in the same territory also share the same culture and heritage. And according here, ang definition din daw ng society, sinasabi na ang lipunan ay ang grupo ng mga tao na nagkakaisa dahil sa mga isang layunin, pagpapahalaga o interest at nagtutulungan sa pamamagitan ng paraan ng pag-uugali na kinakailangan para sa mga yon. So now let us move on to social philosophy. Social philosophy focuses on studying society and its influence on the human person. So, focus daw ng social philosophy ay ang pag-aaralan yung society and how the society affects its influence the human person. It applies philosophical concepts in a social context and looks at, for example, in a Muslim society, Muslims celebrate their Eid al-Fitr. So, diba, when we celebrate Eid al-Fitr, we as a Muslim is nagkakaroon tayo ng pagsasama-sama, like sa praying, lahat tayo nagbibigay ng zakat natin, which is yung zakatul fitr. And speaking of interest naman, we also have the same interest in where kung saan ang target natin, ay ang gusto natin is ma-accomplish natin yung kautusan ni Allah. And also, kasama na din sa interest natin is yung pagpapalakas natin ng ating pananampalataya. And to how and social interaction shapes people's perception, experience, idea, and values. So, ang social philosophy ay pinag-aaralan din kung paano nakaka-influensya ang mga interaction sa lipunan sa mga pag-iisip, karanasan, idea, at pagpapahalaga ng mga tao.
Good morning, sir. So I'm discussing about society, what drives human person to establish it. So this lesson explains why human create and live in society. Let's talk about what drives people to build connections, community, and relationship with others. Relationships build society. From childhood, we rely on our family. That's our first form of society. As we grow, we start to connect with each other and our community, like friends, classmates, or co-workers. These relationships help us form bigger groups and social connections. This is how society begins. Next is freedom and interaction. Humans have the freedom to choose what they want to do and who they want to be with. By exercising this freedom, we form different relationships like friendships, alliances, and partnerships, which become the foundation of our society.
The part that I will be discussed will be culture and community. Culture is a pattern of relationship and of behavior shared by people in a society. So it shows how humans act toward one another. So often aiming for shared goals like survival, peace, and happiness. So when people share the same goals, they work together. This unity strengthens society. So number 2 is common good. So common good means things that benefits everyone, such as peace, safety, cleanliness, and good public services. So when we say common good, ito yung mga nagdudulot ng maganda sa lahat. Yun nga, such as peace, safety, cleanliness, and good public services. So para ma-achieve natin ito, kailangan ng cooperation and build relationship in the community. So kailangan natin ng unity para ma-achieve ang common good.
Okay, so John Locke, which is, we have the key words here. So first one, propose his own ideas on the social contract, which is, siya daw yung nag-propose ng idea sa social contract. Na, para kay John Locke daw is yung mga tao, tayo mga tao daw is may capacity tayo, may ability tayo na mag-isip at makipag-cooperate. Which is, the second one is consent of the governed. Which is, naniniwala din siya na ang kapangyarihan daw ng gobyerno is nanggagaling sa ating mga tao. So the third one, which is the rights of people. Yung mga, may rights daw yung mga tao na tanggalin sa posisyon yung nasa gobyerno kapag hindi daw maganda yung pamamalakad nila, which is the impeachment. Like for example, dito sa ating bansa is tayo mga tao, tayo mga mamamayan ng Pilipinas is tayo yung pumipilit ng iboboto natin na mga presidente natin, which is, ika nga nila na sa ating mga kamay ang magpapabago sa ating bansa. And also, may karapatan din tayo magprotesta kung may abuso. So, ibig sabihin, ang gobyerno daw ay nabubuo at nagpapatuloy dahil sa pagpayag ng mga tao, pinagkasunduan ng mga tao.
Today, we will be exploring the ideas of some influential philosophers who shape our understanding of government and society. So first, si Jean-Jacques Rousseau. So, siya ay naniniwala na ang lipunan ay magiging patas kapag ang lahat ay sumunod sa general will o ang kagustuhan ng nakakarami. So kapag isinintabi natin ang ating pansariling interes at inuna natin ang kabutihan ng lahat, saka lamang magiging patas at maayos ang lipunan. So yun yung paniniwala ni Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Ayon naman kay John Locke, naniniwala siya sa natural rights o ang karapatan ng bawat tao. Karapatan sa buhay, kalayaan at ari-arian. So, para kay Locke, ang gobyerno ay dapat nabubuo sa pamamagitan ng pahintulot ng mga mamamayan. At tungkulin nito ang protektahan ang mga karapatan nito. So, samantalang si Thomas Hobbes, ang mga tao daw ay naturals na makasarili at magulo. Kaya kailangan nila ng isang malakas na pinuno o gobyerno para mapanatili ang kalayaan. So, para sa kanya, ang mga tao ay mabubuhay ng payapa kahit na walang karapatan. Basta't may autoridad na kaya magpatupad ng batas. So, these three philosophers had different idea, but they all wanted to explain how people can work together fairly and justly.
John Rawls refined social contract, people cooperate, fairly benefit everyone. Si John Rawls ay isang philosopher na nagsasabi na ang mga tao ay dapat magtulungan sa makatarungan at makatuwirang paraan para sa kapakinabangan ng lahat, hindi lang para sa sarili. Introduce the original position, a fair starting point of making rules. Pinakilala niya ang ideyang original position kung saan iniisip ng mga tao kung paano bumuo ng batas ng lipunan. Introduce the veil of ignorance, deciding without knowing your gender, race, or status to ensure fairness. Gumamit siya ng konseptong tinatawag na veil of ignorance. Ibig sabihin ay kailangan isipin ng tao na hindi niya alam ang kanyang kasarian, lahi, ang taas o posisyon sa lipunan para maging patas ang kanyang desisyon para sa lahat.
So now let's talk about Thomas Hobbes. So according to Thomas Hobbes, people in their natural state follow only their own desires, kaya nagkakaroon ng conflict or gulo sa iba. To stop this, people agreed to form a society with rules. This is called social contract, kung saan isinusuko ng tao ang konting freedom kapalit ng peace and protection. To make it work, we need a strong leader or government na magpapatupad ng rules at magbabantay ng kaayusan.
The social contract theory. So according to the Enlightenment philosophers such as Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean Jacques were among the most prominent social theorists who tackled the origin of human society. To fully understand the true character of society, they imagine that humans as living in a society called natural state, removed from modernity and civilization. So, dito sa social contract theory is, noong unang panahon daw, ang mga tao is nabubuhay sila ng kanya-kanya, which is wala din silang gobyerno, kaya tinawag itong natural state. And also the second one is formation of society, which is na-form yung society dahil nagiging magulo at delikado na yung buhay ng mga tao noon dahil walang implement na batas. Kaya nagkasundo yung mga tao na bumuo sila ng lipunan at pamahalaan na magbibigay ng protection at kaayusan para sa kanila. Dahil noong unang panahon daw, nung wala pang batas, walang gobyerno, is pwedeng agawin yung mga lupa, ganyan. And also, walang sanction din yung paggawa ng krimen. Kaya nagkasundo yung mga tao na magtalaga sila ng pinuno or mamamahala sa kanila, sa gobyerno, ganyan. And also, mag-implement ng batas. Kaya ito ang social contract, which is kasunduan para sa kaayusan ng lipunan.